Here's a quick video on how to use the program Template Markup. The icon will look something like this. And then if you open it, you'll be met with this screen and you can go to File, Import. And if this is grayed out, then you don't need to do this step. If it is an option that you can click like mine is, click Import Document Class. These will be settings that we would have provided you. So I'm just going to import the settings here and then drag your chosen PDF into the program. Now you'll be able to click the document class and you can select. Sometimes you might have multiple, so you'll just need to click the right one and you can tell that by which fields show up. PDN test, for example. Also, you can click on any of these blue buttons to know how to do each of the steps. And this just explains what to do. So for the ADR, this is what will define how your template is matched. You need to pick something that is unique to this PDF. So for example, I know it will always say, oh, image incorporation. So I dragged a box, right clicked, and then you can click on it and set ADR zone. And then here you'll see there's a tick and then there's a red box. So what you do here, for example, I might draw a box. It's going to be this large, but I only want it to pick up the text. So now you can see the red box has disappeared. You do a box around the area you want to pick up the text from. So personally, I would make this as large as possible. So larger than where your text is, just in case it moves. So now, even though there's this, it's only going to pick up this piece of text in this box. Moving on to the single fields. Again, you can click on this to find out what each of the parts do. But to summarize, default value is something that will never change and isn't on the PDF. So for example, this might be, so you basically just double click into the box, type it, and then click enter. That's saying that this will never change and it's just going to be the default. The zone, for example, order date, I would draw this, right click, set zone to a single field, and then order date. And then you'll see that a tick appears in here, shows you what text it's picking up. So for example, if I move this now to there, it's changed the text. So you can always see what text is picking up and you need to make sure it's picking up the correct text that you want to be extracted. Let's say I did this for delivery address line 1. This is now highlighting all of the text, but say I only wanted the first line. You could double click into the comment field and put, and then it adds a comment in here. So you can add any kind of comment for any of the fields just to provide us extra information. And you can also add notes at the top here. Ideally, I think most of the notes will be added to these sections here. Keep marking up all of the single fields. This for the PO number. And then when it comes down to the table fields, so you can also drag this up to see everything if it's not showing the whole thing. You can either do this if you want to just select all of it for the description, or you could, it also is fine if you just do that. And then you just right click. So this is a table field now, and down there it says there. Table field and then description, and then again it does it like this. Then you just carry on doing all of these until you're done. Anything you leave blank will just obviously be left blank in the extraction, so that's fine. And then once you're finished, if you click File, Save, you will now see that it's available in the options to open, so you can tell that it's already saved. Now, I would recommend saving it after you do every little bit of work, just so that you save progress along the way. And then if you go to File and Export, you can export the template you've made. If you click on Export here, this will come up with a dialog box, and then you can obviously just choose where you want to save it. It does automatically put this, but you can obviously rename this if you like. And then just click Save. So now you have this type of zip file, and this is what you would send us for your markups. So you can also delete markup files by going to File and Manage Markup Files, selecting here, or you can select all, and it would delete everything you have imported. And then you can click Delete and Close. Now you see I don't have an open option anymore. And then you could do File, Import markup files to import any kind of markup files. So this is the one we just exported. I do that and then I click import, and then now we can see that it's available again. You can go to help and documentation for the documentation on the website, and also you can visit the support portal for uploading the markup files. And yeah, that should really be it.